Legal Line today with attorney Mark Bryant from the Bryant Law Center in Paducah and Louisville, answering your questions at 1-888-208-6946. We'll focus on tornado bad faith claims here in just a moment. But first of all, Mark, I know there's always something going on at the Bryant Law Center. What's new down there?
Well, I'll tell you, we have really been busting our fannies on 3M cases, the ones down in Pensacola where the military people got defective earplugs. And then recently, in fact, last week, they had an $8 million judgment. The week before that, that was for one soldier that lost his hearing and got tinnitus. The week before that, there was a $50 million judgment, and I'm telling you, 3M is going to end up paying a huge amount of money out. There's 250,000 soldiers that have filed claims, and my son David is on the plaintiff steering committee in that case, and we're very, very involved. We've got hundreds of cases, but if you know anybody that was in the military that has hearing loss or tinnitus as a result of it, you need to have them pick up the phone and call us. The other thing we're getting into is mesothelioma. We've had several of those cases over the years, but people are still dying from meso, and that's a cancer that's caused by asbestos. Not the same as asbestosis. Mesothelioma, the only thing that can cause that is asbestos. And so if you have a family member that's been diagnosed with that, or you had the misfortune of doing it, I wish you'd pick up the phone and call me about it. Now let's talk about tornadoes.
Okay, well, we do have a question from someone who says they've got an issue with their insurance company because the insurance company says that removing debris from the demolished house isn't covered under their policy. But this particular person wants to know, how can they rebuild the house if they don't remove the debris? Because they're having to pay this out of their pocket now.
Exactly, and that's what the insurance companies often would have you do. The devil is in the details, and in this particular case, you need to look to your insurance policy. Read it carefully. If you don't understand the policy, you need to send it down there to me and let me look it over. But it's one of those things where the details are in the policy. Some people have that coverage and other people do not. Some people have a limited coverage and other people don't have any coverage at all. So it's in that, and if the insurance company is telling you you're going to have to pay it, then you need to look it over or have somebody. If you've got a friend that's a lawyer and they know what they're doing, have them look at it and tell you what your insurance policy says.
Have about 1 minute left in today's first segment of Local 6 Legal Line, and we have someone who says, we think our insurance company is lowballing us on the estimate and the settlement. How can we hire someone to give us an honest estimate?
Well, you certainly can hire what's called a public adjuster, and they can come in and give you their opinion of how much it's going to cost for you to have your home repaired or have it replaced. And it's not at all unusual. You know, the people that are coming out of these insurance claims, best of all, are those that have full coverage for the absolute value of their home, and it doesn't leave any discretion to the insurance company. So if you've got replacement value and the insurance company says and you say it's going to cost $1 million to replace it, and the insurance company agrees it's going to cost $1 million to replace it, they're going to pay you. The ones that in my opinion, they take advantage of are the ones on the low end where they don't have full coverage, and they say, no, we're only going to pay you $50,000 when it's going to cost you $100,000, and that's where you've got problems and where bad faith can come into place. Unfortunately, in Kentucky, even though the statute is the very same as the statute is in Texas, the Kentucky courts have not applied the law the same way Texas courts have, and it's very difficult to go against insurance companies for bad faith. But that's not to say that it can't be done, but you certainly have to read your policy and make that decision with a lawyer that deals in that kind of stuff.
And just like that, our time is gone for segment number 1 of today's Local 6 Legal Line. Part 2 straight ahead. The topic will be personal injury. And of course, if you have leftover tornado questions, we'll take those too. But personal injury is going to be our focus. Stay tuned. Part 2 Legal Line straight ahead, Local 6 Midday.